Hey there everybody, Gideon's Tactical here doing another quick comparison for you. Some people out there may be looking at particular knives that are similar in size and price range. And we have two here today. We have the Ka-Bar Navy Mark I and we have the Buck Tops conglomeration of the Nighthawk. And I've done separate reviews on each knife and there are pros and cons of both, but just to kind of give you a side-by-side here really quick. Both have 5-inch blades. This one only comes in straight. As far as I know, plain edge, no serration. This one you can get in serrated or in plain edge. This is 420 high carbon steel. This is 1095 high carbon steel. This is a little bit stronger high carbon steel, but you're going to it's going to take a lot longer to get it sharp once it dulls on you, whereas this can take an edge a lot quicker. Both very similar handles, craton handles for both of them. The Buck has a little bit of Zytel in it, but for the most part, very similar. One thing that you'll see right here, again, the 5-inch blades. The blades are very similar in both design and in length. But the handle on the Buck is about an inch longer, and that really gives it a lot extra room to be able to do like chopping stuff with, where you can't really do that with this Ka-Bar. And if you look at the side here, the Buck is about twice as thick as the Ka-Bar on the spine. So this Buck is way thicker and overall, in my opinion, a lot stronger than the Ka-Bar. Both full tangs, and it's got this thumb ramp here for the Buck. The Ka-Bar doesn't have that. I mean, you can put your finger right here and it does the exact same thing, either way. So that's not really that big a deal on either of those. Let's see here. The other thing is the sheaths. The Ka-Bar sheath is amazing. Ka-Bar did an amazing job with their sheath for the Mark I. You can molly it through all these different paracord holes or lash it through these as well, and then you got your belt loop, and the retention is amazing on that. Whereas out of the box, the Tops Buck knife one, it really leaves something to be desired. Now it does have molly already prepared and heavy duty nylon, but the retention on the sheath sleeve in here is terrible out of the box. Now you can mod that very quickly if you've seen this review on the Buck Tops knife, with cardboard or a piece of plastic or something like that. You can stick it in there, and then the retention goes up a lot, and this makes it a really good sheath. But out of the box, this sheath is not very good at all. You got to do a little bit of modding with this plastic sleeve in here. So general uses here, in my opinion, around the campsite, if you're using this for bushcrafting / camp prep, all that sort of stuff, I'm going to go with the Tops, because you got the longer handle, the Buck Nighthawk. You got the longer handle, so you can kind of back up on it if you need to chop. Double the thickness, you can definitely do some awesome batoning. It just blasts right through, wood. It just blasts right through it. Just the overall weight, this is a 10 ounce, whereas this, I believe, is probably in the 6 ounce range. So this is a lighter one. So for practical, camping usage, I'm going to go with the Buck Nighthawk. If you're looking for tactical uses, if you're in the military and you're like, okay, I want something that, I can definitely use it for, to save my life. Not that you couldn't use this Buck to save your life. And you can definitely pry open, crates and different things like that because of how thick the spine is. I'm going to go for tactical use with the Ka-Bar, just because it is a lighter blade, so you can move it around a lot quicker. It's got the 1095 steel, so you can get a very sharp edge for a lot longer. It's thinner, the spine, which will make penetration of, through clothing and through a person's body a lot easier than with this. This is definitely just thicker, more for wood use, in my opinion, and campfire stuff versus actual tactical deployment and saving your life with this one. So those are just my thoughts. Pluses and minuses on both. But they're both very close in price. I think the Buck is maybe $10 more, depending on what site you go to and what website you're buying it from. But yeah, $10 to $15 more for the Buck than for the Ka-Bar. Yeah, tactical for Ka-Bar, camping around in the woods for the Buck. So those are the comparisons. Hopefully that helps you guys out a little bit. Subscribe, comment, stay equipped, and stay prepared, and we'll see you out there.